So guys, I hope everyone's doing great, and I'm back with another backtesting session. Right, this is going to be a bit different. I'll try to explain the things right straight away when those are happening. Pretty much you'll be able to get my thoughts on the day, on the price section that we'll be facing. I don't want to go that much back in the past. I want to work with sort of recent price section. So this is you can say that yeah, this start of the December 2024, right? uh Before going into the back testing, you need to understand 2 to 3 simple things that I'll be focusing more on this back testing session, right? So the first thing is that whenever we take a liquidity point, right? So let's just say this is a liquidity point. Whenever we take it, if it's a valid liquidity point, right? I forgot to add the valid. Whenever we take a valid liquidity point, we expect any sort of reaction. Now, this reaction could be a reversal or a pullback depending on the the liquidity that we take, right? Perfect. Good. So that is the one thing. Okay. Let me just go to settings. Where's good? Okay. Okay, good. Perfect. Now, the second thing is that I want to follow the high time frame momentum, right? With that, I want to mark out my high time frame liquidity points, the highs, the lows, the structural liquidity points, whatever the liquidity points that I can see, probably pretty much time-based liquidity points as well, such as previous day highs and lows, weekly highs and lows, monthly highs and lows, etc., etc., right? That is the second thing that will be following. uh, and the next thing is that we always want to wait for a confirmation for the entry, right? So let's just say this is a zone. We have done everything like that's bad as fuck. So let's just say that we have this zone. We like pretty much place everything into there. Right now for entry, I need to see the confirmation. The confirmation could be your relative breakout structure or an aggressive confirmation entry. That I use is let's take an example of sell trade. So let's just say that this is sell trade. I want to see a first candle as a rejection candle, right? The second candle being a bearish candle, and the third candle creating a fair value gap between the first and the second candle, right? So we have an FVG right in there. So now once I see this pattern, like the first candle being rejection candle, then carried by the next two candles, it's a bearish example, a sell trade, so I want to see two bearish candles, right? And then I can either utilize this imbalance as my wait for price to tap into this imbalance or this POI as the limit order, right? So either I can do this or go down there or do this. If there's that not that much difference in the risk reward, I'll go with the fair value. But if there's like a crazy difference, like I'm getting a 3R because of the fair value gap and a 6R because of the extreme limits, I'll go with the extreme limit, right? That is your you can say that the confirmations for us to look into the trades. The next thing is that we want to mostly, right, look for the inducements and follow those inducements happening in the valid time zones or the time windows, right? And the next thing is that I want to closely monitor my build-ups, the manipulations of those ones, means the inducements, and then continue those. I hope everything is clear so far. So yeah, let's just get into the backtesting, right? Cool. So starting from the early time frame, what do I see? Let me just zoom out, and I see a sort of bearish market, right? So let me just get the highlighter real quick. Right, there we go. Perfect. We have the high led to this low. Now we are in sort of a bullish complex pullback, right? Perfect. So I have just pretty much identified my higher time frame momentum of the markets at this moment, right? If I zoom out more, high, low, which is a bearish market, that's what I want to see. Now I am looking for the liquidity points, right? This low responsible for the start of this bullish pullback, complex pullback, is a good liquidity point. So I'll mark this as my liquidity point to the right. And then the highs, I see this being a nice liquidity point, right? So I'll mark this as my, again, liquidity. There we go. Now see it as this way. Let's just pretty much go to the left. There we go. We have sort of internal manipulation happening in there. I can grab this PY to the left. Pretty much we can get a nice little mitigation of that zone. Okay, cool. Pretty much that's it. We do have, so now let's try to mark out our internal liquidity. So stuff, pretty much a nice little liquidity point. Nice little liquidity point, right? And there we go. Your internal liquidity points are there, right? So now what I expect is that pretty much the ones that I consider strong, like this and this, are going to give us a sort of good reaction. I don't really want to predict at this moment, but yeah, let's just go on M5 and try to play out the issue session. Just before that, I need to, I think, put the sessions on the indicator. I hope that man, it's good. Just give me a second. Let me set up this indicator and then I'll be back. Cool. Yep, the indicator is perfect. Okay, let's go on M15 and play out the Asia session first, and then we'll start looking at the markets. I want to make it this. When will it be over? It's there, 9. So there we go. The Asia session is ended. Cool. So we took out this level of liquidity, right? Getting sort of reaction. Okay, that's pretty much it in this day. With that, what we had the previous day took out this level of liquidity, inducement. We had a buildup of liquidity, right? Inducement led to move low. We had a break of structure. With that, I see liquidity target being this one at this moment. So one thing that we can do is do this, go boom, or we can just wait for price and see what's going to happen now, right? Okay, let me just real quick look at the lows. This looks like a bit of a zone, though. This one is obviously an SMT because I have a liquidity point with that, so I'll mark this as an SMT. I'm looking at this zone, which led to this sort of internal inducement with this you can say that liquidity just above it. So let's just wait for the price. Okay, cool. There we go. Perfect. We had another breakout structure, our intraday liquidity scenario, or you can say the liquidity point. Now I'm waiting on these 2 points to look for the sales. A smart money trap. We do have also sort of liquidity, can get a reaction from a smart money trap, but let's see what we get, right? So still waiting for the learning session to open. There we go. Learning session open, right? Perfect. Let's go on M1. Now remember that we are trying to trade the smart money trap. So okay, good. We have the liquidation. Do I see a valid zone? I don't see a valid zone so far, so I'll play this price. Good. Okay, this might, this looks a bit interesting. Obviously the risk reward is not that good in my opinion. I want to cover the low, so just like a 3-hour trade. If I drag my stop loss to there, nah, 4 hour, I need something with that is way more, but at least a 5 hour. Did we have perfect? We had a level of internal inducement just there. I want to see a bullish candle being forming now. There we go, perfect. So 1 2 3, I take this as my mitigation. Limits just at this, stop loss below this. So please tell me it's 5 hour. There we go, perfect trade, right? Following everything, I want to trade that tagged in. Damn, it's so bad. Alright, cool. So we took out the nearest liquidity point, which is this one. So I want to put break even, but in this case, I see that price can come back into this mitigation zone, right? Reacting from this liquidity, comes back and then moves. So once we get a reaction from this, I'll put my stop loss to break even, right? Alright, cool. So this might be a scaling opportunity, but I'm not interested in that as well. Yep, it's bad. Okay, good. It's a bit slow. Let's go on M5 and now wait for our liquidity to be taken out. This looks like a good level of liquidity for this zone. Let's just wait, and reactive price cool took that liquidity and pushing to the high side. Now there we go, perfect. Tapped out, sorry, a 5.5 hour trade. Once we took out this level of liquidity, we could have taken an M1 entry, but I didn't want it to risk that much, or you can say that I want to trade that because it was already out of my time windows. I just targeting during the London open hour. So I'm pretty happy with this trade. Like, we just made 5.5 hour. Now we took out the level of liquidity for me, so let's go on M1, right? Your intraday scenario, bearish, right? Inducements happening to the upside. Now another inducement happened to the upside. So now once this low, okay, where is that? This low led to inducement of this high is going to get trapped 95% of the times, right? There we go. This is going to get trapped. Now I'm going on M1 to see what it is like. Just yeah, I don't mind trading this time. That's pretty much good. If I see a high quality setup, I won't mind taking it. So let's just play twice a bit more. Good. Nothing so far, honestly. Give me M5. All right, what do I see on M5? Can get this as a breakout structure, might utilize this as our IFC zone. With that, we do have decisional zone. So wait for, there we go, come back into that zone. Oh, it's bad. Good. See that we trapped that zone, took out this level of liquidity. What can we expect? We can expect a reaction. I want it to come back to this level for me to get into some good sells. Okay, cool. I'm going M15. Might get something different on M15. Honestly, there isn't much in here. I have this zone. I don't want to take a decisional zone, which is just this one. But yeah, let's just wait for price to tap into there and wait for the reaction. I'm not going in aggressively, right? Okay, New York session just kicked in. That's been one of good confidence. Okay, good. Sweep, didn't get any sort of stuff there, so I just like to see it. There we go. That is a good sweep now. Breakout structure, perfect. So I'll be risking, let me just mark this as my POIs, right? There we go. So let's go and identify a target. All right, so we already knew the target, this low, right? That's what I'm going to take now. Let me just check my stop loss. If I'd like to put it above this high, what the risk reward is. There was 7.75 did we mitigate? Yep, so perfect. I think 4.8 pips, that is pretty much it. A nice trade. 7.75 R. What else do we need? Sorry, how do I do it? Yep, click that. There we go. Save. Now if price fucks around there, we might end up getting a stop loss, or might if price rejects greatly, I might scale in, right? Because now why scale into this one? Because this is aligning with my overall bias. Damn, just missed by a pip. Although what are we doing? We have relative equal lows. There we go. Tagged in. Give me a bearish intent in the market. Breakout structure, I think, if I'm not wrong. Relative equal lows though. Liquidity being generated. Let's wait for a reaction from this, and we will scale in, right? Alright, got the breakout structure. Okay, perfect. Let's go on M5, and I'll just invalidate my idea of the sell trade from in there. Although we are already in the trade. Tapped out. Perfect. Another 7.75 trade. So today we got like 5.5 and 7.75. That's pretty much it. I don't want to trade more in this day, so let's just go to the new day. Perfect. And I don't know why I'm talking like that. Let's just go to the good. Let me just play out the price action. Okay, reacting to this zone that we marked out earlier when we were mapping out everything, though for good to mark as an inducement level. There we go. Okay, good, perfect. Liquidity target, right? High led to inducement low, is going to get trapped for me. A liquidity target, although I will mark this right as a zone. Now why I'll mark it as a zone is that this is a weaker zone. We might get a reaction, we might not get a reaction, depending on the price when we are there, right? So let's just wait for a new Asian session. Let me just play the price. There we go. Okay, shit, miss. Okay, missed somewhat off the price section. Never mind, didn't get any sort of valid serve. So this is my liquidity point, right? For this mitigation zone, I'll mark it to the right. This is a valid zone for me. There we go. We are inside of a smart money. Sorry, not a smart money trap, a weaker zone. I'd like to go with a refinement, right? I don't really okay, cool. We have internal. If I mark my intraday liquidity points, this low would be a liquidity point that I'll be interested in. This one we can look for some sells in there, so because of a weaker zone, so this one I'm going and try to figure it out. There we go. Might be a good wick up and then go down. Okay, cool. Overall, what am I looking at in this whole bigger picture? Sells above there, liquidity, overall liquidity, right? And what else do I have in this liquidity point? Man, I'm just trading in between two liquidity points, which I don't usually do, but there we go. Inducement. Nothing so far. Perfect. There we go. I'll end up. I'll man, take this one, I'd say. It's a bit risky somewhat, but yeah, why not just take it? We are quite up for the last day, so let's just take the opportunity if it's presenting itself. Safe. I just want to see this candle. Cool. Come on, tag me in. Alright, good. So pretty much injecting the liquidity, sort of accumulation phase so far. I'll go on M5 and then wait. Okay, cool. So we do have M5 zone. Let me just delete this one and go with that M5 zone. Our budget is still reward there. Save. There we go. Perfect. That in. Broke the structure. It'll be a break even, but I expect price to enter that and give me a strong rejection to set my break even. There we go. Break even. Did it set? Yeah. Damn, fuck. Good. Never mind. New York session. Right, we are in New York session, so why not wait for this liquidity? Internal liquidity, breakout structure, the smart money trap. Let's go on M5. This is just it, like simple as fuck, right? You don't need to overcomplicate your whole trading stuff. Few things and you're good to go. Build up of liquidity, inducement high. I'd like to take this on. Give me a nice limit, 2.7 pips, 11-hour trade. What else do I need in this day, right? Place order, save. Okay, good. It's looking, there we go. If once we react to this SMT alpha, alright, good. Okay, I think it's news. And there we go. Boom. That's pretty much it. Smoke the SMT, right? Cool. Took out my liquidity point, so I can look for some buys. Our rebalancing of the CPA is good, which we just did. So let's just I'll try to enter aggressively, although this would be a break of structure as a confirmation entry. But let's just see. I already got a rejection and the candle. There we go. I'll set my limits there. I know it's aggressive, but I'm like quite up for the day, so why not just take the risk, right? Okay, good. Save. Alright, broke the structure. This limit is valid until we take out this level of liquidity, right? So I'm just holding my limits till we took out that level of liquidity. That's pretty much it for me. Okay, let the price action one now. Let me just go on M5 and play it. It would take like ages to come back there. Okay, cool. Invalid. Okay, pretty bad stuff, but it is what it is. Missed the trade. Can't do anything, man. Good, so we took out this level of liquidity. This level of liquidity might get another chance of a short pullback to rebalance this level. So something like this. I want to do ping pong, so why not? Sorry, I want to do ping pong, right? So why not just wait for a proper setup? Give me a bearish candle. There we go. Okay, good. Break of structure. Took our liquidity level. I know we are near to another liquidity level, but this is looking somewhat good to me. Stops above this high. Liquidity target is going to be this. Place order, save, and let's go. Wait for it to tag. If I miss it, I'll be pissed. Oh, I did the same thing. Although this is valid till we take out this level of liquidity, right? Oh man, cool. Okay, cool. We have this, took this, missed this one. Would have been like a 10-hour trade. This is 11-hour trade, but let's see. Let's see now. Let me look to the left. Okay, cool. Clear liquidity. So okay, cool. Oh man, this okay, this is shit, right? Inducement of this level as well. Nah, let's go look for some buys now. it as simple as that. High led to inducement of liquidity. Now it is going to get trapped. There we go. Let me just mark this as a smart money trap. SMT. Let me remove my limits and let me jump on M1. Although we are I think bit late in this day. Okay, yeah, we are a bit late. Let me come back to this level and then I'll just mark it execute. There we go. 6-hour trade. If I drag it to there, no, I'm gonna go on M5 now. Yeah, there we go. Place order. Where is that limit? Oh, I want to make a market entry. There we go. We are tagged in now. Okay, good. Okay. It already looks bad to me. Let me just zoom in. So now what could happen is that I fucked up, so never mind. Boom, boom. Right. Okay, good. Let's play the price now. I'll just go on M5 and play the price. There we go. I knew it. Okay, good. Never mind. There we go. Stop loss. First stop loss for like 2 days. Okay, good. Let's just play the price now. Wait for the next Asian session. There we go. I'll just wait now. Okay, Asia is pretty much over. What do we have? Inducement of this low, right? Going into there, going into this refinement. Let's just mark it up. This was the last unmitigated zone with this level of liquidity. And then we had this, we had a break of structure. Your SMT. Let me delete all these unnecessary lines. Okay, right, pretty much it. And what else we got at this moment? Overall bearish, inducements though. Oh man, let's mark this as a weaker zone now. Why is that? I just followed the inducement. So if I connect this zone, where is it coming from? It's this, right? So first inducement, second inducement connected to here, right? Break of structure, inducement coming in there, right? Protected high, induce mitigation of that inducement PY, build up of liquidity, inducement, a weaker zone. Although this is above this liquidity and this liquidity, but this is a weaker zone. Why? Because it is coming from the inducements. That's what I ignored in the first place when I said that it is going to become trapped. So now I can expect a reaction from it. That's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it for this day. Let's just play the price action. Hello. Okay, good. Still waiting for London Open. Check out liquidity. Where is it? Okay, good. This is London Open, guys. Let me go on M1. Do I see what? Do I see? I don't see any clear zones, so inducement of London High would be good. There we go. We had a break of structure giving us a valid decisional zone, so I'll take my risk from this right there. Stops above this one. Target 1 would be Asia session low. Target 2 would be this one, which is nice. 6.8 hour. Place order, market up, limit, and let's go. Another day of missing out a good trade. Okay, don't give me hope. Alright, There we go. Kind of bad. I'd say that price either comes to this area or comes to at least this area to look for sales, but we can take a small risk, right? All right, cool. Came to that. That's what I said. Cool, never mind. Okay, cool. Wouldn't took out this level of liquidity, so I'm still having my original limit. Let me just leave this mess. Okay, cool. What else? Give me a rejection. Okay, tag in our first limit. A nice rejection. Might scale in if the risk reward allows me. 5.64. I hope. Yeah, cool. A 5 out right there. We go. Save. I just need to wait and see how this candle close. There we go. Perfect. Okay, good. Another loss for the day, I think. Still inside my original limit, so I'm not just doing anything in this case. Okay, okay, good. Perfect. Let's go on M5. This zone. Check out this low. This will be your M1 liquidity point, and I'll be break even. Okay, cool. No break evens for me. Took 2 L's. So let me just go there and tag these ends. Good. Again, my idea isn't invalid just because I took the stop losses doesn't make it invalid at all, right? Come back to this zone. I'll mark it executed. Damn, we just missed by like 0.3 pips. This is just for price action. No, never mind. We can get an entry. We can get an entry in there, guys. Okay, still we are just New York is just about to open, and that's what I'm waiting for. Rebalancing of that EPA level. New York just opened. Okay, I'm fine. I'll be really happy to take out limit of this 2.2 pip stop loss. A 7-hour trade. Perfect. Safe. Just tagged in. That was quick, and we have our TP. There we go. Simple as that. Again, we are now up for the day. We took 2 losses initially in the sales, so we are being right. Check out this level of liquidity. We reacted where entering the rebalancing of the EPA level. Where is it coming from? So EPA levels, rebalance, and then we go. So efficiency in the markets. Up UI. Let me just see if the recording is cool. 33 minutes in. I'll just like close after one more day, right? Because I don't want it to be that long. Cool, there we go. This zone, boom, liquidity point, higher time frame liquidity points. Once I'm done with the next day, right, I will show you the high time frame chart by playing the high time frame price action, right? So you know that those were the which liquidity points got taken out and why. Try to explain that, right? So let's just wait for price to now come into my mitigational zone. There we go. Okay, New York session, we had an internal manipulation happening. Might react to this zone, take out this low. Let's just wait. Good, broke that, so I can pretty much now I need to wait for the reaction from this zone, right, to look for some good buys, right? Nothing much now. M5, let's make it this one. M1, and Yes, sir. Might just make it this whole stuff, right? Include all those candles. Come on. Go on M5. Sorry, M5. Okay, fine, pretty much. Let's just see that either for the continuation, boom, boom, right, or don't. There we go. Okay, never mind. And we just missed this whole move. And let's just go to the new day, right? Because the move's done. Liquidity point, liquidity point. Took out the liquidity point just before Asia session. We are reacting to that liquidity point. Asia is about to end now. There we go. Asia has ended. So now what are we doing in this? We are reacting to this sort of IFC zone, led to this inducement. We do have previously high liquidity as well as this liquidity levels, which makes it stronger. What in Asia are we doing? Pretty much coming from this level of inducement might continue it. So for the continuation, I'm expecting some sort of this. There we go. That's pretty much it. Oh, sorry. Wait, what? M5 zone. There we go. Perfect. So that's pretty much it. I am looking for this. I don't expect it to go high. Sorry, below this point. So we have another sort of inducement. Broke the structure just inside the IFC, confirming this that it might be a intraday range low. Right. With that, I do see manipulation, or you can say that pretty much inducements, breaking the structure, inducements breaking the structure, right? Again, OBS, yep. Perfect. We do still have 2 minutes left, like 3-4. All right, cool, never mind, didn't happen. So this is my SMT. Where is it coming from? It's coming from Norway, right? So SMT, obviously SMTs. Now let's wait for price to induce and gold prices induce down. Might get a good sell now from this point to this point, but it's way too risky because we are like very close to the inducement point, like 1 pip away from that inducement point, right? But why not just take the risk, Lord? Waiting for a valid zone. I don't see any Welton. Might be inducement of this one to go lower, something like that. Inducement, right? Cool. Oh man, now it's bad. I'll just avoid it now. I'll just wait for it to induce that liquidity point. Respecting it, created relative equal highs. Come back to this. Okay, cool. Induce that, mitigate it. So I'm going on M1. Now, one thing I want to see, this would be my internal break. I want to see an internal break with bullish, you can say that sprint. So final inducement, mitigation. Obviously it still remains this high. Perfect. Let me just wait for the next candle. Nope. There we go. Perfect. Go on M5. Wait to come back into this level to target that high. There we go. Tagged in perfectly. Limits. Stops below this candle's low. Targeting a 1:4.84. Okay, cool. Should I go with this tighter stop loss? Make it 2.5. Yeah, plus let's just go with a bit tighter stop loss. Save. Tag in. There we go. Showing nice bullish trend. Took out this level of liquidity. getting a reaction. I want to set reject from there. Okay, cool. We got an L in there. Just this would have been a break even when I was just silly, didn't put break even. That's one of the rules. Once we take out a liquidity level, I put my break even. So never mind, foolish mistake. And I paid for that one. The inducement low, right? Okay, cool. Oh, I think we are just now in between the Asian, so London session, New York session. So I might wait for the New York session, honestly. So let me just go to the New York session. There we go. Yeah, that was definitely way better, right? Still okay. Come on, 16. Okay, there we go. So this is you can say that the open of the New York session just now. We have the liquidity point, right? Quite close to it. I'd say price didn't give us any sort of bias. Where is that? This would have been somewhat good bias, but I was waiting for it. So, and we took out the liquidity, so can't do anything. And I just need to follow the price. So I've got 1L in there, and then we missed this trade. Cool. So this is the higher time frame liquidity point that I was talking about into this higher time frame mitigation, right? I think we just end this video in there and continue in the next part. So I won't just spoil the price section, and I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. You guys learned something new. If you guys have any sort of questions, right, feel free to ask me in the Discord server.